So, about a week ago, the Rams were able to beat the Raiders 17-16, and they honestly, a lot of Rams fans probably could have used that because the Rams have had quite a down year. After winning the Super Bowl the year prior, they just have not looked the same. Just injuries all over the offense, players retiring, some players regressing, just a whole mess of things. But that win against the Raiders was a good sign for the future for not only the Rams but for Baker Mayfield, because Baker Mayfield was able to rally his team in the fourth quarter and score 14 unanswered points because they were down like 16-3 in that game, and they were still able to get two touchdowns to take the lead by one and get a win there. So, yeah, Baker Mayfield, he was able to do that, and it was with a pretty depleted roster too, because like I said, the injury bug has absolutely killed the Rams this year. Cooper Kupp is injured. Allen Robinson is injured. Matthew Stafford is injured. Just that's three huge components on the offense, and their long starting left tackle Andrew Whitworth retired after they won the Super Bowl. So yeah, just a lot of things not going right for the Rams. Also, the defense has regressed a lot too. They lost Von Miller, and they haven't really been able to replace that void. They got Bobby Wagner in the offseason, but he hasn't really filled the void as much as they would have liked. But I digress, as we will get into our game, and we will be playing against the Philadelphia Eagles, who have the best record in the NFL right now. They're 12-1. And their offense has looked phenomenal, and their defense has been pretty strong against most opponents. So, yeah, this is going to be a tall task for Baker Mayfield and the Rams. So, the Eagles will start off with the ball. 1st and 10, Jalen Hurts is going to throw a deep pass to Devontae Smith, and this gets knocked down by Troy Hill. Good hustle by him to hustle up to Devontae Smith, swat that ball away. 2nd and 10, Jalen Hurts is going to find a wide open player on the sideline for the first down. On 1st and 10 at the 38, Jalen Hurts is going to go to Quez Watkins, but he drops the ball there. Good defense there, as that will bring up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, they'll do a play action pass. Jalen Hurts is going to throw, and it's picked off by Nick Scott. Jalen Hurts got hit when he threw that ball. It was just a sloppy ball after that, and it fell right into the hands of the defender, and we get phenomenal field position, so we will take that. 1st and 10, Baker Mayfield's going to dump it off to his fullback / receiver, Ben I'm going to call him Ben S because he's got a crazy weird last name, but he had a really good game in that Raiders game, as Van Jefferson getting a solid rush here, rush of 6 to make it 2nd and 4. But yeah, Ben Skowronek, I think that's how you say his name, had a huge role in that game. So him and Baker Mayfield already getting some chemistry, as right now it's 3rd and 16 or 3rd and 18 after the unintentional grounding by Baker Mayfield, and he tries to find Cam Akers, but he cannot hold on. It will be 4th and 18. Rams will be smart and kick the field goal, which is up and good. So yeah, I mean, it's not the worst start in the world. I mean, we were able to get, that's not a great kick though, but we were able to get a pick off the Eagles and get a field goal out of it, so you can't really, we would have liked to get a touchdown, but we will most certainly take a field goal off of a turnover, which is exactly what we did. Especially against the Eagles. When you're playing the Eagles, get as many points as you can, because their defense is phenomenal, so you definitely don't want to leave points on the board. So, as right now, they're driving down the field with pretty easily as right now Grant Calcaterra getting the ball here for a gain of about 5 to make it 2nd and goal at the 3. And 2nd and goal, they're going to hand it off to Miles Sanders, who gets taken down for only a gain of 1 to make it 3rd and goal at the 2. So Rams goal line defense is doing pretty good here. It's 3rd and goal. Jalen Hurts is going to roll out and have plenty of room, and he will get an easy touchdown. Rams forgot that Jalen Hurts is pretty fast. He's really dynamic because he can pass the ball and he can run the ball. So he's just got that dual threat ability, and we forgot to put a spy out, and we paid the price for it as we gave up a touchdown, as the Eagles will take the lead by 4 after making the extra point. This will be a 7-3 game. See what the Rams offense can do in response to that, as they will hand the ball off to Cam Akers, who is able to get a gain of 5 on the ground to make it 2nd and 5. On 2nd and 5, Baker Mayfield is going to pass here, and he's going to throw, and it is caught by Ben Skowronek. So that Baker to Skowronek connection is doing pretty well, as we had a connection on the last drive and that drive, as this will fall incomplete, nearly a sack, but Baker able to just get rid of it. As 2nd and 10, Baker gives it to Van Jefferson on the slant route to make it 3rd and 3. On 3rd and 3, they're going to throw, and nearly picked off by James Bradbury, the 4th, as this will be 4th and 3, and the Rams elect to take the field goal again. Long field goal here. We'll see if they can make it, and they will, as this is a 58-yard field goal, but not a problem for Matt Gay, who is the Rams kicker. So, yeah, I mean, our offense hasn't looked great, but it has been getting us field goals. We can't live like that forever, though. We do need to start scoring touchdowns if we want to stay in this game, especially against the Eagles, because you're not going to be able to contain them for 60 minutes, because they're going to find a way to get some offense, like they did on the last drive. So we'll have to see if our defense can hold them to at least contain them a little bit, as on this play, Devontae Smith absolutely burning Troy Hill for the 1st down. So now they're already in field goal range. It's 1st and 10. They give it to A.J. Brown on the drag route for a gain of 6 to make it 2nd and 4. So Rams are doing a terrible job of containing the Eagles, and Jalen Hurts is off to the races. He's going to get an easy touchdown. So once again, the Rams are unable to account for his rushing attack. They're just not putting a spy out there, and Jalen Hurts is once again making him pay for the price. 2nd consecutive rushing touchdown. So, yeah, this isn't looking too great for the Rams, because they've kicked 2 field goals. They have 0 touchdowns. Their defense is getting absolutely torched by Jalen Hurts right now. After that pick that they had, which was honestly kind of a lucky play, because Jalen Hurts got hit when he threw it, so it wasn't really like a bad decision or anything by him. As Cam Akers, bad decision by Baker Mayfield to throw that ball, though, is loss of 2 yards on the play to make it 3rd and 7. And on 3rd and 7, Baker Mayfield is going to drop back to pass, and he's going to roll out to the right, and he will throw. He throws it directly into the hands of Kawan Wallace. And, that was literally right to him. It wasn't even, a batted pass or a miscommunication or anything. It was straight up just right to him. As A.J. Brown getting a touchdown here, which will take us to the 2-minute warning. So, yeah, that is definitely a mistake you cannot afford to make if you're the Los Angeles Rams, because not only do you throw a pick and you lose the ball, but you give this Eagles high-flying offense phenomenal field position, and they do exactly what you would expect them to do and get a easy touchdown. So now it is a 15-point game. So the Rams, they got to clean up their mess here that they've created on offense, as they turn the ball over, and on this play, Baker will throw the ball away to make it 2nd and 10. This Rams offense, all the injuries, it's making it tough, but you can't just give up. You gotta fight until the whistle hits 0, And that is what they are doing, is Van Jefferson is going to get a big conversion here. And he's going to get all the way down to the 27 before being caught by Darius Slay. So, good job there. Big chunk play for the Rams. As 1st and 10 at the 27, they're going to throw a low pass to Ben Skowronek. As Ben Skowronek has been a gem for Baker Mayfield, just like he was against the Raiders. As 1st and 10, he's going to throw. And this time, Ben Skowronek cannot make the catch there, as it will bring up 2nd and 10. And on 2nd and 10, Baker Mayfield having time, but he holds on too long to the ball, and he will cost the Rams a timeout as they use one there to stop the clock. 3rd and 11, Baker Mayfield getting taken down again. My goodness. He just keeps running directly into traffic, as it'll be 4th and 22. And once again, the Rams are going to have to settle for a field goal here to make it a 12-point game after the made field goal by Matt Gay. And there's 2 seconds left, so if the Eagles, yeah, they will do the fair catch, so they will have at least one more play. And this will be the final play of the half, barring a penalty, as Jalen Hurts is going to throw, and it's caught by Quez Watkins, who burns the linebacker. I don't know why a linebacker was on him, and he's going to get a touchdown. So a horrible defensive play by the Rams. They just gave up a touchdown in 2 playing seconds. So yeah, I mean, that just makes things even worse than they already are, because now it is a 3-score game again. Like, if you don't give up that touchdown, I mean, you could at least go into halftime being like, because they get ball at half, so like, if they can get ball at half and score a touchdown, make it a 1-score game, but they can't do that anymore because Eagles got a touchdown. So the Rams are just making mistake after mistake in this game, as it will be 2nd and 17 after the sack, as pass is caught by Van Jefferson to get 8 yards on that play to make it 3rd and 7. Baker Mayfield's going to throw to Van Jefferson again, and this time he gets the 1st down. So yeah, this is pretty much a surgical drive for the Rams here. They need points on this drive. They cannot afford to stall out or throw a pick or anything, as this will help, as Ben Skowronek's going to shake off a tackle and get the 1st down to the 26. So yeah, they need a touchdown. They want to get it as fast as they possibly can, because they want to save as much clock as they can. Eagles clearly want to do the opposite, as they're up by 19, so you think they would want to run the ball and get out of here. 2nd and 11, deep pass to Tutu Atwell, but he will find Darius Slay instead, as he gets the tiptoe interception. So not only do we not get the touchdown, we don't even get a field goal or anything out of that drive. So right now, it's all Eagles. And the Eagles, they're going to pass here, even though they probably should run. It's 2nd and 18. This will fall incomplete, looking for Miles Sanders. Bring up 3rd and 18. I really don't know why they're passing here. If you're the Eagles, man, you just need to, like, chew some clock. It's 3rd and 18, they'll pass. Pass is caught by A.J. Brown, who shakes off tackles and gets down to the 28. Will be 4th and 2. 4th and 2, Jalen Hurts is going to roll out to the right, and he's going to throw wide open to Zach Pascal, as he's going to burn Troy Hill, as Troy Hill is burnt toast right now, so he's going to get burnt for like the 3rd time this game. And oh man, this is just ugly football by the Rams. You cannot be too happy if you're a Rams fan who's at this game right now. If you're an Eagles fan, you are very happy because you are up by 26 points. So this game is pretty much out of reach. I mean, I have ironically done this before, where I've come back from this deficit, and it was with the Rams. It was in Madden 22, so it is possible, but now it's probably not possible, as we throw a pick to kill even more hope than we've already killed. So, man, this is hard to watch if you're rooting for the Rams. As 1st and 10, Jalen Hurts going to throw a low pass to Devontae Smith to make it 2nd and inches at the 13. As 2nd and inches, Jalen Hurts is going to throw to Miles Sanders, who gets in for another touchdown. As the Eagles showing no mercy here, they get another touchdown. Like, this game's pretty much out of reach. The Eagles could just, like, show some mercy and chew the clock if they wanted to, but nope. They're just showing, not showing any sort of compassion towards the Rams. Like, I mean, the game's already won. Like, I mean, you might as well just be nice and chew the clock out, but that is not what they are doing. They keep scoring touchdowns, and the Rams cannot do anything about it. They're just hopeless right now. As, I mean, honestly, this game shows a lot about how both of these teams' seasons are going, because the Eagles are #1 in the NFL when it comes to their record. They're 12-1, and they've already clinched a playoff spot. The Rams are 4-9, and they're not technically eliminated from the playoffs, but, I mean, essentially they pretty much are, because they'd have to win out and get a lot of things to go their way, so I'm just going to say they're eliminated just because, I mean, they pretty much are, because they're not going to win out, and even if they do, that might not be enough to make the playoffs. So, yeah, this is definitely wouldn't be surprising if it was a real game, because the momentum that both these teams have is drastically different just because of how these team seasons are going. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for Van Jefferson, but he drops the ball. That would have been a touchdown, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're going to lose this game. It's just out of sync right now. So Baker Mayfield, it's going to be 4th and 10. He's going to have time, and he's going to throw to Powell, but instead he will find C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So, yeah, this is, man, I don't even want to say, I don't know how many times I've said this is ugly, but apparently not enough times, as the Eagles just keep pouring it on, and it looks like they're going to keep trying to do that, as the Rams are able to bat the ball down at the least. It's 2nd and 10. Jalen Hurts is going to throw, looking for Smith, but instead Jalen Ramsey is able to knock that ball down to make it 3rd and 10, and they run the ball on 3rd and 10. And that will bring up 4th and 11 as Miles Sanders loses a yard. And they're going to go for it. Not that it matters, because they're still going to win, but this will get picked off by Troy Hill, who finally does something this game besides get burnt. Thank you for finally showing up. As the Rams will have the ball at the 18, 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield's going to throw to Bryson Hopkins, who gets the Rams their first touchdown of the game. Should not have taken this long, and they're going to go for 2, and they get it. I mean, yeah, this is, not that it matters. I mean, I guess you could at least say you scored a touchdown, but that's about it. They go for the onside kick. Eagles all over that. As, yeah, you're not going to win very many games when your first touchdown is 3 minutes, and is when there's 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, so yeah, ugly game. If I keep saying ugly game, I'm sorry, but, like, this game has just been a disaster. Like, I cannot comprehend how badly the Rams are playing right now. Quez Watkins is going to get a wide open and get another touchdown. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. My goodness. Like, how do you even feel? How do you even feel right now if you're the Rams? Like, what do you do? Like, because, like, the Eagles just keep pouring and pouring it on, and there's really nothing you can do, and you're just kind of just sitting there, and you're kind of forced to take it. So it's, like, worse. It's, like, just, you just gotta feel awful if you're the Rams right now, because Eagles are kicking your ass in this game, and there's literally nothing you can do, and they won't stop. And honestly, I'm just going to need the ball out, because, like, I know if I try to play offense, they're going to, like, get the ball back and have phenomenal field position right off the score, and I'm like, I'm just going to kneel the ball out and get out of here. We lost, we'll admit it, we were absolute dog shit in this game, but we'll just have to get out of here and do better next time, as that will be the final play of the game. Garbage time reception there. Actually a pretty good catch, but not that it matters, as we still lost by 32 points, as we scored 17 points, which is ironically Baker Mayfield's new number on his jersey. So yeah, 17 points was clearly not enough to win this game, as we were dominated in every single fashion. They had more passing yards, they had more takeaways, they had more rushing yards. Jalen Hurts went off. He had 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. And Stafford just was not on. Not Stafford, I'm sorry. Baker Mayfield wasn't on today. I'm so used to saying Stafford because he's been, the Rams starting quarterback for quite some time, for the last year. And just seeing a different guy under center is weird. But that is what the Rams did. And unfortunately, they were unable to come away with the win here, as the Eagles just I guess the Eagles just defended their home turf, and then some. I'll say that, as we just couldn't stop the Eagles' offense, and we couldn't keep up with them on defense. Like, just the way this 2022 season's gone for both teams. Because one team's going to make the playoffs and hope for a Super Bowl berth, and one is going to be watching the playoffs on their couch because they are not making the playoffs. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if you're a Rams fan. If you were and you watched this, it was probably a hard video to watch, but I thank you for watching regardless. And if you're an Eagles fan, you probably love this video because your team just blew the absolute hell out of the Rams by 32 points. So anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.